Hello everyone, back here again in Donnybrook with Chuck's Chats. This time I'm joined by new club captain Mattie Keane. Mattie, a proud moment for you and your family, the 118th captain of Bective Rangers.
Thanks, Chuck. Yeah, it's a great honour for me and my family. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and you follow in some notable footsteps of some very famous old Rangers who were captain. I'm thinking of, God, even before my time, the Major, and then Louis McGee, and then Louis Jr. is coaching you. I'm talking about the likes of Maurice Mortel Senior and Junior, then moving up to kind of my era in the late 80s and 90s, the likes of Peter Mack, Des Jackson, but also we've had a good few number 8s as captains of this club. We've had Phil Lawler, Steve Monty, Montgomery, and of course what used to be the evergreen Paul Hatton, now forgotten but not gone, sadly. So number 8, it's a strong position to be captain of our club.
Absolutely, yeah. Like a lot of great names you mentioned there, like in even more recent times, the likes of Oisin Lennon and Colin Jackson. So yeah, great line to be a part of.
Okay, so for you and your family, it's a proud moment. Do they come to any of the games, or are they watching now on Bective Rangers TV?
Yeah, no, they made the trek up. It's a bit of a trek from Roscommon, but they made it up a couple of times now. They really enjoy the club and the atmosphere.
Okay, so for those unfamiliar, I mean, you're out of Roscommon, then Cistercian College Roscrea, where you had the notable achievement of winning the Schools Cup in 2015. Great team, includes one of my favourite Munster players. I'm a Munster head, Finian Wycherley, but also our own Tim Carroll featured on that team. That must have been a great life moment. Was that the highlight of your rugby career so far?
Definitely, yeah. I think going to Roscrea, we were kind of always a small school, and definitely with a bit of an underdog status a lot of the time, but we knew we had a good crop all the way through, and yeah, great to get that trophy.
It was coming. I used to love playing against Roscrea back in the 70s when I was in school, because we always got fed very well, right? Always got great food. Yeah. But that was a bit of a David and Goliath moment, you know. I know you played Belvedere in the final, but it's been coming for a while for Roscrea, but to finally get over the line, and we all saw the photos the next day of the cup sitting in the hay barn. It must have been, do you draw inspiration from that, you know, being the underdog, you can still beat the form and established people? Is that a motivating factor for you?
Yeah, I think it always was, especially when we played the bigger teams. It was definitely a motivating factor for us, but we're always kind of backed ourselves in any of those games and situations, so yeah.
Yeah, so then, and you went on, if I'm correct, Leinster 18s, Leinster 19s, Leinster 20s. You were in DCU, so I assume that's why you played in Turf, and then you joined Bective, I think it's 4 years ago?
Yeah, 4 years this season now. But yeah, it's kind of been a bit of a journey, but no, I definitely learned a lot on the way, and kind of when I first joined, I kind of had a chat with Birch, and he kind of set out the ambition of the club to get back to AL, and kind of the structures are in place, the pitches, the facility, you know, really opened my eyes to it, and happy I joined.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, rugby, it's a social sport. We do this outside of work, right? We're not professionals, so it's all about enjoyment. Obviously we need to be competitive, but are you enjoying your time here? Have you found your tribe in Donnybrook?
Definitely, yeah. No, it's been enjoyable last 4 years. Great players here as well, like, you know, lads I've played with kind of the past 4 or 5 years now, like, that are great quality, and yeah, great club to be a part of.
Okay, and to be captain of Bective is an honour for anybody. It's said in leadership roles and captaincy roles, there's kind of two types of character. There's your cerebral leader. I always think of Gareth Fitzgerald, the likes of Joe Smith, a plotter, a schemer, and then you get your charismatic type, follow me out over the top into the trenches, the Roy Keanes, the Andy Farrells, the Willie Duggans. What sort of leadership style do you think you'll bring?
Geez, I don't know. I'm kind of maybe mixing between those two. I wouldn't be too much of a talker, but yeah, I guess kind of playing my game, and hopefully lads will follow me out. Okay,
so it's follow me. Doing my research, you're 26 years of age, 6'1", 97 kilos, and the other note that I had from last season is, and he doesn't take a backward step. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, you might give me a couple inches on the height, but I'll take it.
Well, let me tell you, the stats were provided by the players. I know everybody, but he cheats. So look, your style of play, it's fairly abrasive, right? I've watched some of your highlights from school, and we were watching the match last year. You don't take a backward step. You tend to lead from the front, which is probably a style of captaincy that we need for this season. I'd be a big fan of captain always being in the forwards, right close to the action. Would you be in agreement with that?
Probably, yeah. You're always in the thick of it when you're in the forwards, so yeah, you're always kind of chirping to the ref, but he's not always listening.
Okay, and not a trick question. Have you experienced a captaincy before? Have you captained teams through schools or underage?
A small bit, yeah, but probably my first full-time role a couple of times here when O'Sheen was out a year or two ago, but yeah, first time as a full-time captain.
Okay, so you're looking forward to it, or you're bricking it?
A bit of both. Looking forward to the season now. Kind of back in the swing of things in next week, first league game, so yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, with great power comes great responsibility, and the way the pyramid works in any club, even in Team Ireland, it's all the foundations are in at the bottom to try and drive on the first team, which is the representatives. We've had our heartaches over the last 2 seasons, but you wipe the slate clean, you go again. How do you see it going this year? It's a dogfight, the Leinster League. It's so hard to get out.
Absolutely, yeah. Like obviously our ultimate aim is to get back up to IL, but we know this league is very tough. Like the last couple of years, been through some battles with a lot of teams, and we just know how tough it is. So yeah, we're braced for it. Ready.
Okay, and first up then this weekend is Wicklow. Important game, they're all important, but the first one is always great. Bit like Ireland in the World Cup, you need to win the first one to get a bit of momentum going. How do you see it going on Saturday against Wicklow?
Yeah, exactly. The first game kind of sets the tone for the season, so definitely want to put our best foot forward, and we're really looking forward to it. Yeah. So. Okay,
well look, you got the whole club behind you, Matty. Best of luck. We're with you. Good luck. See you later.
Cheers.
And that's a wrap.